Yeah, hello everyone, and welcome to another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about discipline. I'm going to be talking about discipline, and the reason I want to talk about it is it's something that I've been trying to improve. I'm trying to improve that aspect of my life. So today, I woke up at 6 a.m., but that is a little bit late according to the plan that I set for myself. The plan I set for myself, yeah. So I set a regimented or a rigid plan of throughout my day that starts from 5 a.m. all the way to 10 a.m. So by 11 a.m. I should be in bed. But this morning I was supposed to wake up by 5 a.m. but I didn't. I slept in late, and when 5 a.m. came, I felt a little bit tired. I didn't feel like getting up, and so I didn't get up, and I postponed I pressed the snooze button and I woke up by 6 a.m. And yeah, so I woke up by 6 a.m. and according to my timetable, I'm supposed to have my prayer walk. And then from there, I, meditate and read my Bible before reading a book and then working out. So I woke up by 6 a.m., which is 1 hour late. But, regardless, I still did it. Even though I didn't feel like it when I woke up, every, you know, every cell in my body didn't want to get off the bed because here in the UK, it's in the morning it's quite cold, so you're in the comfort of your bed, struggling to get up, fighting all the demons of sleep. But I just had to do it because that's the goal I set for myself. That's the plan I set for myself, and following it, kind of gives me a sense of direction, and I don't want to lose that direction, so I just did it anyways. But the reason I'm telling you the story is that midway through my morning. So I had done my prayer walk, I've done my book reading, and then it was time for me to work out. And I didn't feel like it at all. Like I just wanted to I just wanted to give up. And that's the reason why I wanted to give to tell you guys this video. So I did it regardless. But what I realized is that most times it is at the point of it's at the point of it's at that point where you think to yourself, should I give up? Should I do it or should I not do it? The decision you make at that point determines the outcome you get out of life. Because everyone everyone has those encounters, where they get to that point where they ask themselves, do I really need to do this? Or I don't feel like doing it. But what separates the 99% from the 1% is that when they get to that point where they begin to question themselves and ask themselves, should I do this? Or when they get to that point where they feel like they don't want to do it, or they feel like they don't have the strength to do it at that point, at that very moment, they do it regardless. But what happens is that 99% of us give in to those feelings and we give up. Yeah, we give up and we don't do what is required. And the thing is that these things compound over time. So the first day you miss your training, the next day, you tell yourself, oh, you give yourself excuses, oh, I don't have enough time, or I'm tired, or I'm sore, or you give yourselves, you come up with excuses that may seem valid. You come up with excuses that actually, that sound good, reasonable excuses. But the thing is that you've already told yourself that you want to do these things, but over time you keep on going back on your word. So every time you go back on your word, you eat away at your confidence, you eat away at your self-image, at your self-ideal, you eat away at how you see yourself. And that's the most important thing. you know it's important that we keep our promises to everyone, but a lot of times we forget to keep the promises that we forget to keep the promises we give ourselves. You told yourself you're going to wake up by 6 a.m., for instance, and 6 a.m. comes, you hit the snooze button, and you do that over and over and over and over again. Over time, you desensitize your mind to the fact that you get used to your voice, and you don't take yourself you take yourself for granted, because over time you've told your mind that anytime I say this, I don't really mean it. because your actions don't correlate with the with the your actions don't correlate with what you've told yourself you're going to do. So that's why it's important that if you tell yourself you're going to do something, just do it regardless, because you're training your mind to act on your words. You're training your mind to you know to bring to fruition the words you speak to yourself. Because once you've gotten to that point where whatever you say, you do, imagine the power of bringing to life the words that you speak to yourself. Like if you say this is what you're going to do, you're going to do it. Because over time, you've trained your mind to listen to your voice. You've trained your mind to respect your words. Yeah. Because I think the issue is that most people don't respect themselves. They don't respect their opinions. They don't respect what they think to themselves. They don't think they are cut out for greatness. They don't think that they have what it takes. And so a lot of times when you set goals for yourself, or when you promise to do certain things, you go back on your word because you don't believe that you can achieve these things. You don't believe that you have what it takes. So that's why, the moment you catch yourself, going back on your word, like that's not the time to feel bad about and say, "Oh, I didn't do this again. Oh, it's I slept in too late." At that point, just get up, and go on with your day. Set a new goal for yourself and just do it. There's no point feeling sorry about the things that you've done or you haven't done. You know, at the point where you realize where you've been slacking, it's okay. It happens to everyone. You get up and you go again. And this time you go with the mindset, you go reminding yourself to heed to the words that you've spoken. You go, in the mindset that, I want to actually improve. Yeah. So self-discipline really is not an easy thing. That's why there's a lot of that's why 99% of people aren't successful, because self-discipline is not easy. I used to pride myself in being disciplined or hardworking. And you know, I used to tell myself that I used to think that I was disciplined, but lately I began to realize that there are levels to this thing. There are levels to this thing, because if you really are disciplined, like you would know, like you would see the results in your life. Like I used to think I was disciplined, but a lot of times I would hit the snooze button when I have to wake up. And that is not a character, that's not a trait or a character trait of a disciplined person. It's because once you're able to unlock that, the power of discipline, you're literally unstoppable, because you've given yourself unlimited power. You've given yourself unlimited power to go after what you want and do it regardless of how you feel. You've given yourself unlimited power, unlimited motivation. So I like to define discipline as unlimited motivation, because motivation is fickle. Most 25% of the time or 15% of the time, you feel motivated to go for the things you want to go for your goals. But what happens to the 85%? That's where discipline comes in. Yeah, that's where discipline comes in. Doing it day in, day out, whether you feel like it or not, day in, day out, whether you feel like it or not. And the thing is that it's all compounds over time. Yeah, it compounds over 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. You begin to see the fruits of your discipline. You begin to see the results in your life, the results of your consistency, the results of your discipline. Yeah, the results of your discipline. And it's a skill, it's a character trait that everyone has to have, the ability to do what you said you're going to do, whether you feel like it or not. The ability to stay true to your words and to respect your words, to respect yourself, to love yourself enough to stay true to your words, to respect what you say, and to take action on the things you have set out for yourself. Yeah, so I hope you got a lot of value from that. If you have anything to add to this or anything that really struck you, put it down in the comments and drop a like and subscribe for more videos. Cheers.